A lot of questions recently about nutrition and how difficult it is. How do you do it? Personally, I do the zone diet. They have a formula based on your lean muscle mass and physical activity, which calculates what they call your block prescription. You then use an itemized list, which has portion sizes for each item that you could potentially eat to build your meals. So I'm going to do 5 videos today of my meals. First meal, 4 blocks. I want to convey the simplicity of this by not using any meal prep and just grabbing random stuff in the kitchen. So here we go. Meal number 1, 4 blocks. 2 blocks of protein from 2 whole eggs. 8 ounces of milk gives me 1 block protein, 1 block carb. Half cup of yogurt, 1 block protein, 1 block carb. A whole apple, 2 more blocks of carbs, and half of an avocado is approximately 4 to 5 blocks of fat. So there it is, that simple. Meal 1 done. See you for meal 2. Hello and welcome back. Meal number 2 of 5 coming up. I am on a 16 block prescription, which breaks down to 5 meals, as all of them do. My particular prescription goes 4 block, 4 block, 2 block, 4 block, 2 block to encompass the 5 meals. I try to eat every 2 to 3 hours, which will then get me across about a 12-hour window, give or take, and encompasses the whole day. So, meal number 2, 4 block. This is what we got. 4 eggs, that's my protein, 4 blocks. I'm going to cook up some quinoa. We do 3 tablespoons of quinoa per block. So we're going to do 9 to give me 3 carb blocks. I'm going to get my 4th carb block from a half cup of salsa. And then I'm going to do 4 teaspoons of sour cream to give me my 4 blocks of fat. That's meal number 2. Stay tuned, meal number 3 coming up. Okay, meal 3 of 5. I like to keep this meal light, and I'm also very concerned with caloric intake as it tends to be my pre-workout meal. So I want to ensure that I have enough calories to make it through the workout. So I like to do a shake, and this meal for me is a 2 block meal. So this is what we're going to do. 8 ounces of milk is 1 protein, 1 carb. Second carb is coming from oatmeal, half scoop. Second protein is coming from protein powder, 1 scoop. Peanut butter is going to be the fat for the day. That is a half teaspoon per serving. So we're going to do 2 scoops of that for the 2 block meal. And then I throw in some additional BCAAs. Additional branched chain amino acids is never a bad thing. Obviously, when we're working out, we're breaking down the soft tissues, and we use those for soft tissue repair. So that's meal number 3. Meal number 4 coming up. Okay, meal 4 of 5. Here we go. Salmon, bell peppers, onions, French beans, quinoa, and balsamic vinaigrette. Season the salmon, chop up the veggies, pile them on, cover it, bake it, cook the quinoa on the stove. After it pops out, time to eat. We got a 4 block meal coming up, so it's going to be 1.5 ounces of salmon per block, 6 ounces total. 1 cup of veggies gives us 1 carb block. 9 tablespoons of quinoa will be the other 3 blocks, and then it's a half a tablespoon of balsamic vinaigrette per block. We'll multiply that by 4, and that will encompass our fat blocks. We'll go sit down and eat, and then when we come back, instead of just packing it all up, put it in the fridge, we're going to use the scale. We're going to do exactly what I just described and put them all in containers. Now we've effectively meal prepped, and we have food for the next few days as well. Meal 5 coming up. Okay, meal 5 of 5. Final meal of the day for a 16 block prescription. I like to keep this simple because it's right before bed and I don't like to get crazy. 2 block meal for me. This is what it is. I'm going to do 1 cup of yogurt, which is 2 blocks of protein, 2 blocks of carbs, and then I will do 6 unsalted cashews.